Carol Carter, A Spectacular Life, A Spectacular Life, Carol Carter.
To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all. Mr. Chair, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Wilde is right. Most people exist. What a horrible word, exist. When you say it, your face actually scrunches up into a scowl. You hiss. Exist. Ugh. Were you born to exist? Neither was I. I did anyway. When I was 17, like most of you here, I had things to do. I was going to travel the world, meet brilliant, dynamic people, make this planet a better place to live, work, and play. My life was going to be spectacular. Then I got my first job at the Hasty Market. Minimum wage, but I needed the money. So I started a routine. I'd get up early in the morning, grab a bite to eat. I would rush off to work, do my time. Then I would come home, watch some TV, grab a bite to eat, go to sleep, get up in the morning and do it all over again. Live for the weekend. It sucked. Seriously, I can think of no worse way to spend my valuable time than doing a job I hate and watching the clock. I was young. It was temporary until I could start working on my real life, which would be spectacular. A few years later, I was married, and I had a baby and a job. Then I got up really early, skip breakfast. I'd rush off to the babysitter's, drop off my screaming, pajama-wearing spawn. Love her dearly, but my daughter is not a morning person. Then I'd rush off to work, be professional. Then I'd come home, back to the babysitter's, pick up my daughter, stop at the grocery store, forget why I was there, go home, cook, clean, do laundry, put my precious daughter to bed, and collapse on the couch, vegetate in front of the TV, dreaming of a time when all this would get easier. Then I could start working on my real life, which would be spectacular. It did not get easier. 2 years later, I was divorced with 2 children. Routine became my friend. I would, after a jam-packed day, routinely pass out on the couch in front of the TV and dream of a time when I could maybe kind of, sort of, start working on my real life, which would be better than this. I gave up. I was 27. June 5th, 1996. After yet another jam-packed day, I came home to an answering machine message. This message is for Carol Carter. It's Dr. Park's office. We have the results of your test in. Dr. Park is working late tonight. He says, don't make an appointment, just come in. He needs to see you. Cancer. When you're told you will have surgery or you will die, an excruciating, humiliating undignified death. Everything stops. Cancer. Well, what was vitally important earlier that Wednesday afternoon really didn't matter. My spectacular life didn't matter. What mattered? My kids, my family, my friends, and people whose lives I'd had the chance to make a difference in. I didn't. I was busy. Existing. Well, that Wednesday evening, I ceased to exist. I started to live, really live. I got healthy. I got fit. I kicked cancer. Yeah. Routine, TV, no time for that. I volunteered for the Canadian Ski Patrol. That's right, I did completely impractical things because I could. My kids got free skiing. I learned how to run properly, and they made me trainer for my son's football team. Trainer. I taught youth how to sing. I wrote music for my friends' weddings. I created events that brought people together to laugh, learn, and grow. I helped church ladies have more fun. Clean fun. The weird thing was, the more I gave of my time, my talents, and my treasures, the more I discovered I had in me to give. And suddenly, I realized my life was spectacular. Fellow Toastmasters, you were not born to exist. You were born to live. Your life, right here, right now, is a gift to you and everyone around you. Seize that gift, grab it with both hands and rip it open. Live every bit of it. Make your lives spectacular.